Hello students, welcome to Daily English Homework. Let's check today's homework. It says write 3 sentences using the first conditional. Well, in a previous video I talked about the zero conditional grammar, and in this video I'm going to talk about the first conditional. So if you don't know how to use that, watch, and of course at the end of the lesson please do your homework, post it in the comments, and come and join the WhatsApp group. Okay, let's take a look. The first conditional describes things that I think are likely to happen in the future. So a key word here is likely. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a good chance this will happen. And you should know this is the most commonly used conditional. So you need to know it, you need to use it. And here's a little bit about the difference between the first conditional and the zero conditional. So the first conditional describes a particular, very specific situation, whereas the zero conditional describes what happens in general. So the first conditional is very specific. The zero conditional is very general. And I have 2 sentences to show you what that is talking about. So here we are. We're starting with if with our conditionals. If you sit in the sun, you get burned. So if you sit in the sun, you get burned. Now, this top one is the zero conditional. Zero conditional is always a fact, not just for me or you, for everyone. It is a general fact. If anybody sits in the sun, they will get burned. Okay, so if you sit in the sun, you get burned. That's a fact. The first conditional, we're adding this will here. So now, if you sit in the sun, you'll get burned. Now, the first one, this you is kind of everyone. It's kind of a fact. But this you, I'm talking to you, specifically you. Not him, not her, you. If you sit in the sun today, you'll get burned today. All right, so this is a little more specific. If you sit in the sun, you'll get burned. So that's the difference between zero conditional and first conditional. Let's take a look at the grammar form. We have if, present simple, will, won't plus verb. Let's check it. Here's our first sentence. If I pass this exam, I'll celebrate. All right, so we're talking about something that's going to happen in the future. So if I pass this exam, I don't know if I'm going to pass, but if I do, this is what will happen. I'll celebrate. So this is likely to happen. If I pass this exam, I won't have to study again. Again, that's probably what's going to happen if I pass the exam. So this is the grammar we're going to use. Of course, we're starting with if, and if you start with if, make sure you have that comma in the middle. And we can switch the order. We can start with the will at the beginning. I'll celebrate if I pass this exam. Now, again, when if is in the middle, we don't need the comma. And I won't have to study again if I pass this exam. Okay, so you can use, you can start with if, or you can put if in the middle. It doesn't matter to me, except if you start with if, use that comma. All right, let's take a look at some other examples. I'm talking to you. Nobody will care if you make a mistake. Okay? If you make a mistake, nobody will care. So don't worry about making mistakes. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. If you don't leave, I'll call the police. Okay? So again, you better leave. If you don't leave, I don't know if you're going to leave, I'll call the police. There's that will. She'll be late if the train is delayed. Okay, so she'll be late if the train is delayed. If the train is delayed, she'll be late. Of course, delay is not on time, something like that. Robin will fail you, very important sentence, if you don't do your homework. You have to do your homework. So Robin will fail you if you don't do your homework. Again, it's up to you if you do your homework or not, but if you don't do it, likely I will fail you. Uh-oh. All right, so homework is important. Homework tips, always check the grammar, spelling. You can do that in these types of programs. Very important to check the spelling before you post the homework, okay? Write about yourself. Try to make some first conditional sentences about your life, yourself. Be sincere and serious about your homework. I care about you, so please care about the homework. Post it in the comments section of this video. Do not post in the WhatsApp group. And of course, help others to, if they have trouble with their homework, they might say that in the WhatsApp group to help them out. All right, there you go. That's your homework. Write 3 sentences using the first conditional. Do your homework.